Welcome to Rock Hard. Tonight, we're going to be bringing you
craziest interviews. Let's see what we get.
But before we get started, make sure to smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Turn on post notifications so you never miss out on an upload or a live stream. Also, comment down below if you like this, what's going on, any suggestions you have, or questions that you want to ask. Are you fucking okay over there, Freddie?
I think.
Holy
I'm really emphasizing the comment.
like fucking hyped up, dude.
Do it!
Dude, calm down, dude.
I'm not gonna say it again.
Got Peter Steele on the Jerry Springer Show.
Our show, sexy groupie girls are telling everything about who they've been with and why they love sex, rock, and roll. And my next guest is the lead singer of the popular alternative band Typo Negative. But he will also be featured in the August issue of Playgirl magazine, for which... From Peter Steele. Peter Steele.
Look, I'll say it. I'm not afraid of it. Dude was a beautiful man.
Oh, man. Evil's in love.
Sheesh. No.
Hi, Peter.
Yes.
You happy to be here?
I'm less miserable.
Okay, you're less miserable. Okay.
I'm less miserable.
You have women that are throwing themselves at you every night you do a concert?
It's left and right.
Sometimes, not always.
Not always, sometimes.
Unfortunately, sometimes men as well.
There goes that face every 15-year-old made in school when they made like a fucking cringy joke or something. He's really playing this part.
Got to question that though.
No offense, but not this guy.
Bullshit, Jerry.
Does that strikes you as rather strange? I mean, are you up there playing, women are dancing, going crazy, throwing themselves at you, trying to meet you backstage? What do you think of these women?
Well, it's odd to me because this is my job. I'm not here to have a good time. I'm here to pay my phone bill and, pay the rent. If they want to throw themselves at me, well, that's their business.
Their phone bill is a landline.
It's like, look, I just want to make it clear. I never did this for fun.
Yeah, I got to
pay
my...
about paying AT&T.
Take them up on it? Do you sleep with some of them? Have sex with some of them?
I'm going to have to take the Fifth Amendment on that.
It's almost kind of funny, like this big imposing dude, and that's like the most childlike answer he could have gave. Like, I'm gonna girls are icky.
He's got like this teenage personality.
Right.
Well, if you got to pick one amendment, why not that? Yeah. But the guys in your band, you've seen that these women aren't exaggerating. This kind of stuff goes on a lot.
I think they're under-exaggerating.
That it happens a lot more often.
It happens a lot, yes.
Do you know anyone here on the panel?
I know her.
Don't admit to that, Peter. Don't do it.
Peter just gives no fucks, dude. None. He's like, oh yeah, I know her.
This one I know.
These young ladies I have yet to meet.
You have yet to meet. Do you remember everyone that's
until now?
I mean, in that kind of a
Thanks,
way.
Jerry.
Or have there been nights that you're just out of it?
Too drunk to remember? Many of those nights, yes.
So if there are some moms sitting at home and saying, my God, my daughter goes
My mother's going to be watching this, so I have to watch what I say.
Okay. What's the wildest thing that happened to you?
Speaking of my mother, I had a young lady come to my house on Christmas Eve, dressed in nothing but red high heels and a Santa Claus cap, stark naked outside my house. I was not home.
What's that Eddie Murphy movie? Fucking Vampire from Brooklyn or whatever?
Yeah, there you go. 100%. 100%. He's the white version of that.
The door.
Yeah.
He's a lot taller.
Way taller.
And said, ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
Well, she asked for me, and my mother said, well, Peter's not home, and you're going to catch pneumonia.
I got a question for you. Aren't you worried about you might get stuck in a situation like Mike Tyson one? Any of you guys?
Which is what?
Get blamed for rape, that one of these girls could say that, okay, it's okay, but then all of a sudden turn around and take your money?
That's a good question. And let me just elaborate, and then you can answer. since you don't know who these women are, I'm not talking about you three, okay? Let's say somebody's coming up, you don't know who these women are. How do you know that they're not setting you up, that the next day she's going someplace and saying, this guy raped me in a hotel room?
I have a $13,000 tax bill. I have a lot more to worry about than someone setting me up.
That would never, ever, ever have stood today. Cancel him! Get him out of here!
You mean that thing that's happening to literally everybody?
The stuff that happened in the 90s could never, ever happen today.
No.
Holy crap. Gwar on Jerry Springer. Come on, you remember this music?
Yeah.
Welcome back. Today we're talking to bands who promote rape rock and shock rock and the parents who want these bands stopped. Now, we've just been talking to the popular
there it
band
is.
Gwar. My next guest is upset because her 14-year-old son is
That
a big
didn't
fan
age
of
well.
Gwar. Please welcome Lisa.
Oh, Lord.
Didn't take very long.
Okay.
I just want to say, you guys, it looks all real cute and fun, but why do you have to portray such a negative influence for the youth, for my kids? I don't, you know, in the world. Sorry. You should be. But all you guys do.
It's only because we're out there fighting all the evil demons and fighting all the injustices that we see in society.
What injustices is that?
All kinds of injustices, like child pornography, child rape.
What about the portrayal of you ripping a fetus out of a pregnant woman?
What about
What kind of influence is that going to have?
Canceled. Immediately.
Big
2021. Gone. Oh, this was on TV? Gone.
Not today.
Back then, they admitted to shit that you could never admit to these days, dude. Just over. Just.
I mean, like, back then, dude, softness, like, wasn't, I don't know, like, it didn't have much of a platform.
Yeah.
And, like, this was the only way, if you were coming on these kind of shows, to get out your fucking grievances or whatever. Like, we've literally encountered the 90s Karen. Before Karen was a Karen.
On my children. I have a 9-year-old daughter.
How did you raise them?
I raised them to the best of my ability, and I raised them not to be like that.
And I'm sure that what we do is not going to affect them.
Barn!
Got him.
Got him.
Bing, bang, boom, got him.
Exactly.
I suggest that
Exactly over here.
I'm not blaming you for anything. Sorry. You're not going to get that out of me.
I thought you were going to blame me.
No, I'm not. Because it's not your fault. But all I'm concerned about is why you guys feel you have to be so negative. There's no reason why you can't put music out.
Do you honestly think this is a negative thing that's happening out here? The energy that this audience is giving, what we're portraying?
Not today, no.
Well, this is Gwar at its best.
But at your concerts, they are. My
Do you
son
think
got
the
a blood.
concert clips they showed on the thing that everyone just saw?
No,
The experience
they
Jerry
can't.
had, was that negative?
They can't show
I
all
think
of
you're
it.
just looking at the negative things you can find to make a big stink about why you didn't raise your son right.
Boom, dude. Boom. On some everything type ish. You cannot blame the music and the art people make on bullshit in the world and whatever you want to blame them for, because when it comes down to like fans and shows and all that stuff, like, and you know as well as I know, you go to metal shows, it seems really violent, a whole lot of love. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. No matter how violent the music is, everyone there is respecting and loving each other. We have G.G. Allin.
That's such a fierce, intense
Wow, what an intense fight, man.
fire burning inside of me. It was so much that just wants to explode.
G.G. Allin brags he's on his way to becoming the leader, the messiah for America's youth. He already
Just naked with combat boots.
That's
claims to have 1 million followers. Wherever he goes, he plays to sell out crowds. And this is what they see. Concerts filled with violence, bloodshed, and sexual assault.
Yep.
G.G. Allin wants to lead America's young people in a bloody revolution to take over the country. And he says nothing can be done to stop him. Why is that, G.G.?
Nobody will stop me because I am the true underground messiah. When you come to my show, you're going to a war. And I'm out for violence, chaos, lawlessness all the way. I don't care about anybody or anything except for myself and my mission. And your kids out...
Nobody's scared of a man in a fucking German helmet whose mustache doesn't connect, wearing fucking panties on stage.
Wearing a stormtrooper hat.
Like, bro, what are you?
The Empire.
Out there, if you got kids out there, they're going to be my kids. I'm going to own those kids. They're going to do anything that I say.
And why is that? Why do they do anything you say?
Because I'm the king, and they can identify with me because the real, true, nonconformist children
would be all over the internet. Dude, this guy went on TV and said, I'm going to take your kids.
Are those fucking cowboy boots? Like, I don't understand. Like I said, you got a broken Fu Manchu, a fucking Gandalf walking stick, cowboy boots, and a stormtrooper helmet, and you're taking over what?
No, and they were like, and I think it was a drug overdose. Of course it was.
I was gonna say, you're taking way too many pills. That's about it, bro.
It looks like a 2-year-old that dressed himself for the first time.
in this country are sick and
What do you want
tired
to
of
be
their
for
parents,
Halloween?
their
Yes!
schools, their people force-feeding them what to do. I am the answer. When they listen to my lyrics and they listen to my songs, they're listening to the way that it really should be, and you know that, and I know that, so don't brain, because your kids are my kids.
All right, let me...
That was the 90s version of Don't At Me.
Your kids are my kids, and that's how it is.
They're mine, don't you dare at me.
I don't mean any disrespect here. I had never heard of you before we were going to do this show, okay? And I did a lot...
No, I'm coming at you with full respect. Everything you just said was really fucked up, but with all due respect, sir.
I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there. Who the fuck are you?
Who is it?
I'm reading about you, all right? Now, I want to know, is this... You seriously mean what you're saying?
Absolutely.
This is not an
I've been doing this ever since I was a child. This is what you see is what you get. I do this when I wake up tomorrow morning. I'll still smell the same way. I'll still look the same way.
It's false advertisement.
This man was actually named Jesus Christ. His mother named him Jesus Christ, but changed it to Kevin so he could go to school without getting beat up. And this is why his name is Gigi, because his little brother couldn't say Jesus Christ, so he would just call him Gigi.
I mean,
the whole family's messed up, bro.
Like, how do you... So, okay, welcome to class, Jesus. Do you have any nicknames or anything else you like to go by? Kevin?
my other name is Kevin, and my brother calls me Gigi. You can just call me Gigi.
Jesus, Kevin, Gigi Christ.
In the cafeteria, they call me the Jeegs.
Oh, for God's sake.
This is not a show. This is not an act. I am that guy.
Now, do you honestly believe that you're a charismatic figure?
I believe that I am the king. I am the Messiah. I rule the rock and roll underground. I'm bringing us to a revolution against the government, against the police, against any form of society that is trying to put us down and restrict us in any way, shape, or manner. You cannot conform. You must be a true nonconformist.
The earliest Antifa we've ever seen.
Right.
Hell with what your parents have to say.
Okay.
I am the man.
Okay.
All you have to do is listen to what I have to say.
Okay, well, who told you were the Messiah?
I said I was. Okay. And I am, because these kids, I get letters from all over the world. People worship me. They come to my shows. I'm going to rape the girls. I might rape the guys. I might have sex. I want it all.
You hear, see, again, back in the day, they went on TV and they admitted crimes. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm gonna rape the girls, I'm gonna rape some dudes. Fuck it. That's just how it is in my concert, dude. You come, you can get raped. All right, I do that. You know, me. And they're like, oh, you can just leave. It's fine, no problem. No cops.
Like, listen, you don't have to be here.
Sir, with all due respect.
I want it all, and I'm going to have it all.
Okay, let me ask...
I am everything.
All right, yeah. You go way beyond sex, drugs, and rock and roll in your performances. You self-mutilate on stage.
I self-mutilate. I beat the out of my audience if they're in my way. I take them out. I don't care. I don't care about anybody or anything. When you come to my show, I'm the boss, I'm the king, you do what I say. You can challenge me, I have no problem with that. I like the confrontation. Yeah. But you're going to lose.
All right,
Apparently.
Are you proud of what you do?
Absolutely.
And if you don't lose, I'm going to shit on you.
Absolutely proud of what I do.
Why are you proud of what you do?
Because I am who I am, and I'm not a phony like everybody else out there. I am real. And how many of you can, at 35 years old, sleep with 16, 12, 13-year-old girls and boys and animals?
Here we go again!
Oi.
Here we go again, dude.
Like,
just admit to all this crazy shit, dude. Like, I think, oh my God.
He's that friend that you can't take nowhere because once they start drinking, they don't shut up.
Dude, everybody in his band was like, oh God, we're all going to jail.
Like, why did we ever join this guy? What the fuck was I thinking?
Hey, parents, fuck you. I'm sleeping with your 12-year-old daughters and boys and your animals. What the fuck?
I'm sleeping with your 12-year-old animals.
The earliest form of no one is safe. Hide your child, hide your wife, hide your dog.
Hide your goldfish.
Jesus Christ is coming to town. That is ridiculous. Again, something that would never happen these days, and no one would ever admit to the shit that these people admit to going on these shows. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's just so different about it back then, dude. Like
if you notice too, the crowd isn't even reacting. They're just, at this point, everybody's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and there looks like there's some people in the audience out there. I could see the girl in the background. She's like, yeah, I'm here for him, but I can't cheer. That's really fucking crazy, but I love you, Gigi. We got Marilyn Manson back in 1995 on the Phil Donahue show.
Here they are, Marilyn Manson, Twiggy Ramirez, and Madonna Wayne Gacy. And you call yourselves, you're Marilyn Manson because?
Because that's my name.
So back in 1995, parents saw this and they were super scared. Nowadays, this is just super regular.
Twiggy? Uh-huh. And Madonna Wayne Gacy?
Yes.
You're not going to help us understand the...
Oh, you want to understand where the name came from? I've always watched talk shows. I haven't got to watch yours very often, though. I watch more of the trashier ones, but I found that Marilyn Monroe and Charles Manson, about 5 years ago, when I thought of this, were the two most memorable people from the 60s. And I thought it was interesting that things like talk shows put them on the same kind of celebrity status. And I thought that dichotomy of positive and negative, putting those two names.
They told me I was here to see Oprah. Who's his white feller?
Represented what I had to say and what I was about.
It's a wonderful way to feel involved and to be part of something. And dancing is a wonderful way to get out your frustration. The only problem I have is the hurting. I'm sure that there's a much better way to get out your energy than hurting other people.
You don't go out.
Wait, who's hurting who?
Are
they assuming because people listen to this music and whatever that they're just going out hurting people or something?
100%. I know he's going to say something super profound and 100% correct, but that guy, if he sneezed on you and you were too close, he would knock you the hell out. That is a massive head.
Dude, sitting on a humongous neck, dude. I thought Corey Taylor had a big neck. This dude, it just, yeah, his head goes right into his body. Just boom.
He's a walking fucking Head and Shoulders.
Bro, he headbutts anybody and they explode into confetti.
He is how the band Icy Stars got named.
When he blows out his birthday candles, he just blows cake all over everybody.
If somebody gets hurt in the process, then so be it. That's just comes with the territory. But you don't actually go into the pit and say, yeah, look at that guy. Maybe I'm going to go bust his nose. That's not how it works. That's not how it happens.
That's not how it happens at all. Everyone tries to help everybody. That's always just how it's been and how it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's random. Exactly. That anybody. You're just getting out what's inside you.
And then the parents got to sit next to Marilyn Manson. Like, they're outraged. Or, something's going on here. They don't like that shit. They sat them elbows touching. What a bastard you are, Phil Donahue.
Couldn't be any more uncomfortable.
Right.
You're not aiming at anybody in particular.
Yes. Mr. Manson, may I call you Mr. Manson?
You sure?
Is it just me, or do you think it would have been funny as hell if he was like, Mr. Manson, may I call you Kevin?
People always trying to blame movies, bands, songs, or talk shows for whatever. Teen suicides, drug overdoses, everything else. If someone's stupid enough to kill themselves because of a song, then that's exactly what they deserve. They weren't contributing anything to society. It's one less effing idiot in the world. There's too many people. If more people killed themselves over music, it wouldn't disappoint me. It would disappoint me in that it's sad that people are that stupid.
Exactly.
Canceled. He would have been canceled.
Yeah,
100%.
gone.
That would have been over with. That's it. Gone.
Some people do have real problems. You can't avoid that. Again, it's not their fault on what you choose to do. Having listened, watched, that's on you.
I'm telling you, dude, you just, everyone would be canceled. Everyone from then, all the people that are still alive today are not saying the same shit they used to say. It's just not acceptable. You couldn't do it, dude. God, dude, to think how different things were 25 years ago. And, you know,
It's just sad, man. It's sad, dude.
you can't say anything anymore, dude.
No, you've constantly, like, we've become a generation of people that constantly has to be aware of other people's feelings.
We got Ozzy Osbourne.
Hi, Night Flight fans. We're talking with the one and only Ozzy Osbourne. Good evening, Ozzy.
Parents hated this music.
100%.
Good evening, Ozzy.
Hello there.
How are you?
Fine.
Ozzy, first of all,
Fine.
it has been rumored that you have bitten off the heads of doves, bats, dogs, everything. We want to set the record.
Where did they throw in dogs and shit? It was a bat on accident. And they're like, bats, doves, dogs, cats, frogs, all of it.
Children, worms.
Straight. What head did you really bite?
Well, in actual fact, if you want me to be funny, I bit my own head off. But in actual fact, some guy at one gig on the last tour threw a bat on stage, and every night we do a gig, you get all these crazy people that come and throw this junk on stage, and you know. And I thought it was one of these rubber bats. I picked it up, and it was a real bat. You know?
Was it alive?
Well, it was till I bit the head off it, you know.
Well, you know.
I mean, you ain't wrong, guys.
Peter would have been up his ass.
The next thing we want to get
You
out of the way.
can't say nothing about that now, can you?
Well, I could, sure. You can say anything you want.
I mean, the taste of bats is
hey,
very...
when's the last time you fucking heard that?
What?
You can say anything you want.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, that ain't a thing.
Oh, no, that's not a thing anymore. That's a trap now.
salty. Taste of salt.
Tastes like anything else?
Well, yes, but I can't really say that on the air, can I, really?
No. Next, we want to see your tattoos, because we've heard you have the most incredible tattoos. Can you show
You can say whatever you want. Oh, I can't really say that, can I?
No, you can't.
You know.
all the other stuff, though.
them to us?
Oh, I tell you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's great, don't you think? Tattooed by the bat.
And do you have any others?
Tattooed by the bat. Are we talking about Batman or the bat that you bit his head off of? I don't think either one of them did it.
It's like, I think there's a wild man in everybody, you know. It's like, all I am is a conductor of mayhem. I like to see people get off in a good way. I like to give myself to people as Ozzy. Ozzy is a sometimes very unhappy person because of one side of it, my life. It's like constant work and the understanding that people know me and like what I do. A lot of
And the understanding that people, they know me.
like somebody came up and reset him real quick. Oz, speak.
Know me, Ozzy, know me.
Somebody hit the buzzer. He's not talking. Know me, Ozzy. Know me.
Know me. I think Ozzy's the only one that doesn't get canceled in the situation of old versus new. You know what I mean? Because
might have some very angry vegans, but nobody cares about what they think.
And you had people out there that thought Ozzy Osbourne was the craziest of the crazy. He was the wackiest of the wacky. Oh my God, my kids are listening to this crazy music. And to be honest, pretty tame considering. We got Phil from Pantera.
Ever since the thrash rant band Pantera topped the charts with its new album Far Beyond Driven, there's been media mumbling about the alleged racism of the group's lyrics. A quick check of the lyric sheet reveals nothing beyond the usual apocalyptic hardcore spew, although such phrases as building a blood and kill them all may strike some non-fans as vaguely unsettling. We spoke to Pantera about all this recently, and in our interview...
No, there was a Metallica album named Kill Them All.
Right.
Reservation at all about saying so.
Far Beyond Driven, Pantera's third major label release, surprised just about everybody when it debuted at #1 on the album chart a month ago.
Well, I think we expected to be in the top 10. I don't know if we really thought it could do #1.
Benny Paul.
But, you know, the reason why it happened is
Rest in
not
peace,
because of any
Benny.
crazy thing or there wasn't anything else out there. It's just because, you know, we spent 4 years on the road for the last 2 records, touring nonstop. We got the most.
You know what's insane about this one is that due to, you know, what happened to Dimebag, if Vinny was still alive, that whole dynamic of them two sitting there never would have happened. Like it is a real shame that Vinny took those feelings of Phil to the grave, never gave a chance to reconcile, like never, like it was sad, man.
Loaded loyal fans out there, and when the record came out, bam, they went and got it.
Even though Far Beyond Driven has dropped down the album chart almost as fast as it topped it, the band has continuously been supporting their album through in-store appearances and a club tour which incites this type of fan reaction.
That's the craziest reaction I've ever seen!
Why is he doing this? Why?
High energy, way high energy. Audience is part of the show. They move as much as we do.
Absolutely.
It's a total feeling between the band and the audience.
That's why we write the songs. We're writing for the audience, not for the radio.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for the demo and thanks for the joint. You're strapped to it, man. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Singer Philip Anselmo also thinks it's cool to write controversial lyrics. Lyrics some have called racist and homophobic. Whether they are or not, Anselmo does not like to answer for those provocative lyrics, which he loves to write.
Everybody's judge is the point. Everybody's judge. I'm judged. Again. What do you mean by that? I have friends of every color and every creed, and they ask come in every color. And that's how I believe, and that's you're only a fool if you don't.
Boom.
Well then, some fools seem to have found their way to Pantera.
White power!
That's not his fault.
Is it come to our shows and whatever, yell white power? Well, all I got to say about that is I ain't them kids, and them kids are gonna yell what they're gonna yell anyway.
You know, like, I mean, it really doesn't harbor much more of a response than that.
That's it.
They're not me, and I'm not them.
Boom.
There you
Boom.
go.
Again, people not letting that stuff go, and like today would have been even worse. I know he went on TV saying that he loves everybody, and he also said he has black friends. He's definitely a racist. That's just how things go these days. Poor Phil, man. We got Gene Simmons.
Hi, this is Gene Simmons. You're watching Metal Masters. It's good.
People be getting interviews
Welcome back to Metal
however
Masters.
they can. He's like, look, I'm right in the middle of lunch. It's like, okay, but can we do it? It's like, yeah, but I'm not going to stop eating.
My name is Jeff Dyer with the Uncle Sally Band. We're here live in Burbank, California at the Foundations Forum. And to my left and to your right, we have Mr. Gene Simmons from KISS. And we have Mr. Eric Singer from KISS as well over there.
What is Uncle Sally Band?
Uncle Sally Band is my band in Tampa. So we push that as much as we can along with the Nationals. So that's what that is. So anyway, you guys were you got the Foundations Forum
Look at that
Lifetime
fucking
Achievement
look
Award. How do you
there.
feel about that? You guys pretty excited about that?
He's like, I don't give a shit
The
about
award is a
Japan,
nice
guy.
tip of the hat, but more than that, it doesn't mean a hell of a lot to us. We
It doesn't.
appreciate it, but
It's
the
a
truth
crazy
is,
microphone.
for a fan to walk up to
dildo
you,
phone.
saying that they just flew cross country or from another
The
part of the
longest
world,
microphone in history.
and they just
Gene Simmons is now interviewing him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And dude, the microphone has a cord.
It just goes to show like what kind of a dude Gene was. Like Gene didn't give a fuck about anybody else but Gene.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Like Tony, without saying a word, shit on the dude's band by looking over at Eric and was just like, you know, and then takes his microphone.
Yeah, yeah, he's like, I'll do this interview. Fuck it. We got King Diamond.
It's totally ridiculous. I received this letter from his lawyers out of the blue, totally. And
all right, I've never heard him talk seriously before, and new experience. That's not how I thought he sounded.
It said that it had come to their attention that I had recently begun to wear makeup, and that it was very similar to that of Gene Simmons, which I've never in my life heard any fan or anybody.
No. Who the hell says that?
What is the fucking irony? We just talk about Mr. Chicken Sandwich over there.
His makeup was nothing like Gene Simmons.
Not being able to see the difference between whether it was Gene Simmons or King Diamond he saw a picture of. Never in my life. I can see that on the Advocate album, for instance, my makeup is symmetric on each side. But when we did the Them album, it's even totally unsymmetric. So I don't know where he got that idea about. Furthermore, it said in the letter that I had adopted certain mannerisms of his, which I certainly hope not. But if I'm really moving around on stage like him, my God, that would be terrible. But the thing is that...
I harnessed the power of Gene Simmons on accident. God, I really hope that ain't true.
Just to make it totally ridiculous, the King Diamond show was supposed to be a copy of the old Kiss show. And it takes almost straight where they stopped. The same characters come back here. Actually, Grandma is not very active in this new story. She's only appearing as a part of them, as a spirit. Missy is appearing as a single spirit, very active in the story. But the main characters is my mother and Dr. Landau, who are the ones who are making up this conspiracy, where they bring in the local priest they try to get rid of me, and they succeed in the end. And it's a weird thing is you see me die on the back of the album. You see it looks like my funeral, And every night on stage, I'm gonna die. You're gonna see an illusion called Burned Alive. And there's so much going on in the story. People should read
I'll
the
tell you
lyrics.
what. After seeing King Diamond, I tell you what, hell of a theater show. He goes above and beyond with his theatrics, and it 100% adds to the music. It doesn't take away from it at all. Like, he's probably one of the best storytellers. There's an actual word for it. Like when artists write a concept records. That's what I meant to say.
And find out because there's so many, hints from one song to the other and from this album to the last album. So it's really complicated just getting in there and cover a little bit of it. The song we've chosen for our video is called Sleepless Nights and was recorded in...
He's like a Swedish Elvis.
Right. Dude's fucking cool as a cucumber, bro.
Yeah, 100%, dude. King Diamond also would not be canceled.
No.
Also wouldn't be canceled, he flies. He fits the bill. He zooms right under, man. He's right under the radar, dude, until they go to the show. They're like, that's it. He's out of here. He's grandma. All right, everybody. That's going to be it for the top 8 crazy rock and roll interviews.
You guys know the drill, man. Stay tuned. Stay metal. If you have any videos for us to react to, you send them. We'll react.
Peace.
See ya.